Alright, it's been a little bit since I've given you all an update on what's been going on with my business. I figured now is a good time to do so we're going to do exactly that today. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. If you didn't know, my name is Jake. I've been in the social media marketing space in and out for a couple of years now, but decided to really make a push in it when I started this channel. I just give my raw and honest insight as to what it's like to build one of these businesses and how it's going for me. That being said, there's a couple of changes that I've made recently that are going to be pretty foundational moving forward, and they already have proven to be really good steps in the right direction. All that being said, let's get into the first update. So about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago at this point, I hired my first freelancer. I've hired people in the past for certain tasks that were short-term or some like short-form editing. This is my first like real business hire and someone that's working on my client work, helping me out. I struggle to figure out an actual name for her role because she does a lot of different things. Like I said, she works on a lot of my client work, so that means creating client content, scheduling stuff. She's on some client meetings with me. She's also handling different aspects of the business that are a little bit outside social media management. So for example, for one of my clients that I do content creation and social media management for, I have her doing outreach on the client's behalf because that's something that the client really wanted included in the package, and because I hired this freelancer, I'm able to get that done now. I think this has been really crucial to my business over the past month or so, and it's going to continue to be crucial for me. And this is just the start in building my team. Now, if you're wondering, I found this freelancer on Upwork. I just created a job posting saying what I'm looking for, and I filtered through the applicants and landed on her, and it's been a great choice so far. It's the same way that I get clients, and it's also where I hire as well. Now, up until that point, I wasn't really thinking of bringing anyone on, but it's actually funny. I have a younger cousin who might be watching this video, and he's also into the social media marketing space, and he's an entrepreneur, and he was talking a lot about outsourcing work, and it kind of just opened up my eyes to it again. Obviously, you see all the SMMA guys on YouTube that hire out freelancers and outsource their work, and since I felt so busy and stuck in my ways of just handling everything myself, I wasn't really thinking about it until I had a conversation with someone else, and those conversations kind of started to plant the idea in my head and get me thinking about it again, and then I eventually followed through on it, and it's been a great decision so far. Now, even though she handles a lot of my client work, I'm still very involved, and there's a lot that I'm still doing, so I'm not completely separated by any means. I'm still doing a lot of work, but it's a step in the right direction, and that leads me into my next update, which is something else I've been working on, is putting systems in place to become more organized and run more like a proper business. When I say systems, I'm referring to a couple of softwares that I've implemented that have been really good for organization and, like I said, just running more like a proper business. A lot of people get caught up in putting all these systems in place before they even have any clients or anything going on. So I'm happy that I focused on what was important first, which is getting clients, and then I'm happy that I'm also now working to put those systems in place. When I say systems, I'm mainly referring to a couple of softwares. So I've been using Trello to manage my work between myself and my employee. I can update my Trello boards, show her what the work is for this week, for the next week, and it makes it really smooth to see when stuff is due, when our deadlines are, when my employee needs to get work done, when I need to get work done. It also makes it really easy for me to approve the work that she's doing. And yeah, Trello has been a really cool tool so far that I've only been using for about a week and a half now. But like I said, I feel like it's really foundational for me, and I'm making a lot of these big switches in how I run things, and it's been great so far. Since I hired this employee, I've been using Slack a lot more to communicate with her, and now with clients as well. Not all my clients, but I'm slowly transitioning some of my clients onto Slack. I feel like it'll just be a lot easier if I have everything right there in Slack. Speaking of systems, another software that I started using is Plannable.io. Now, a lot of you might know I do social media management for my clients, so it's a lot of creating posts, scheduling them out, creating content calendars, and Plannable.io is a tool that I found that's free, allows me to create a good calendar, share it with my clients, and my clients can also comment and approve and edit posts. By the way, this video is not sponsored by anyone, not Trello, not Slack, not Plannable. I'm just sharing those tools with you all because that's what I've been using lately. All these systems are just to help me, again, run more like a proper business and set up a good foundation for when I bring in more clients and hire more team members. So having all these things in place is definitely important. Now for the third update, I'm going to talk about some other notable changes that are a little bit more random and not in one specific category. First one is I've really been tracking my expenses as a business and my earnings. Now this is something I should have been doing a while ago, but now having someone on my team and also having a couple more softwares to keep track of, I think it's a really good idea for me to be keeping track of my expenses, and on top of that, keeping track of my earnings as well. Another thing is I signed a new client about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and tomorrow I have my first real content shoot with them. So I'm going to be going into their office, helping them set up their camera gear, their lighting, and I'm going to be setting up their equipment for them to make it easy to get me a good flow of content so the client can just go to that setup, press record, the lighting is already set up, camera's already set up, and she could be at her station filming content and get it over to me. It's funny because most of my clients are in different parts of the world, but this one actually came through Upwork and is local to me, so we're able to do things like this. But yeah, those have been my updates on my business and what's been going on in my life. I really appreciate you tuning in and watching this video. If you enjoyed, definitely make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, leave a comment on this video and feel free to join my Discord server below. I'll be posting way more updates on my journey and what's going on and sharing any tips that I learn along the way. So again, if you are interested in seeing that kind of content, definitely subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.